Hey, what's up, Tammy? So you got on there. Um, I got both of them up. Does it look blurry to you? Like it looks a little not exactly crystal clear, but the other one, I got Legends and Tales up over there. It's crystal clear. It's weird. It's usually the other way around. I gotta believe that Monograph should be on the next day or two. It's been a while. I think he's gonna probably have a video soon. There you go. I should have sent. You know what? I should have sent. Hang on. Let me. If I can go back in, I can shoot a. What do you call it? A comment over to Will and Doc. Doc and Will both left comments. I can go through there and maybe shoot one over from. What do you call it? What the hell? Who was the other person? Oh, Mixed Media, and there might have been one other person I could have sent something to, because they're not going to get the damn notifications. Doc sometimes gets them, but it seems like nobody's getting any notifications. Let me see if I can do anything with this. Let's see. Yeah. Nah, I could probably fire one off to Mixed Media. I'll do that. She's probably busy right now. There you go. Doing a double live stream here. How you doing? It says, I've lost faith in humanity. I don't blame you, man. It's really, really getting bad. Just seen a Satanist live stream, 200 viewers, and they were all arguing. What's that? Agreeing with him, bro. Yeah, I know. It's sickening. Well, guess what day it is? It's like the day before Halloween, Mischief Night. I'm telling you what, this is the worst night of the year, probably. Yeah, people don't give a shit about people anymore. There's nothing but selfishness mostly, and you know what? The Bible predicts all that. That's the weird thing. We must put it in God's hands. Yep. Well, I think it's about to run its course, and we got to be near the end here. The way things are going for Halloween, I'm going to be a Grim Reaper. There you go. There'll be plenty of Grim Reapers out there, I think, especially like the way people are talking about rioting. I don't know if you're from America, but food stamps are about to be shut down, and evidently people are going to go bananas once that happens. If you have kids to feed, I can understand being pretty damn upset. Now, one thing is people are also abusing the shit out of that. You know, they'll have 5, 6 kids, and they won't get off their ass to try to go to work. Now, if you have a disability, okay, I get it. But there's people taking advantage, man. Nothing in this world is free, except for the aggravation they like to give you. They'll do that. They'll give you that for free. It's the only thing in the world that's free now. I can't believe how far down our country has gone since I was a child. Yeah, I know, Tammy. By the way, so you guys know, there's 2 live streams here. One is on the Legends and Tales of Josey Wales channel, and the other one is on Preacher Pale Rider. People are lazy. Yeah, yep. What's this? I got seizures and I still work. Yeah, look, I ain't saying something, knocking anybody. It's on food stamps if they need them. But you know what? People make a life out of that where they don't ever get off the couch to do anything. And the ones that are healthy enough that can do something, it's kind of wrong to keep abusing it, though. Yep, world's gone insane is right. And again, this was all written in the Bible, and yet people still don't see it, and they still think it's all fantasy. The Bible isn't real, and this. Why does it keep? If you take a newspaper, open it up, you can point at the different things that are happening right now that fit prophecy. So how do you explain that? And there's a ton of it. Yep, people going insane with all these. What's that say? Smokers. What's this other one say over here? I can't believe. Yeah, world's screwed up. Jesus died years ago. What do you mean? Yeah, it doesn't matter when he died. He died for our sins. What are smokers? Is that what that says? Is that a racial slur, or are you talking about people who smoke weed, or I don't know it. Wait a minute. What does that say? Government of the world have made all this possible. Yep. We should thank them. Right, exactly. Yeah. Look, I ain't here to judge anybody. That's going to be God's job. If you're doing something wrong, you'll know it in your heart, number one. And if you're still doing it after you realize it, then yeah, I guess that really says that you're sinning. What's this say? Yes, there's nothing wrong with that if they're productive. Yeah, I just think they shouldn't take advantage. There's people might have a bad time in their life, and they need that for a little while. Maybe it's that people are looking at them, oh, what's wrong with this person? You don't know. Maybe they had some kind of a breakdown because they lost a family member or whatever, and they just can't get it together. For a short while, I can see that, but people are riding the damn food stamps forever that don't need to. That's kind of wrong. But at the same time, you don't want to starve little kids either. Cut people's food stamps off to have kids. That kind of sucks. There's no humanity left when you start doing that kind of shit. I don't know what the solution is, but I just don't 100% agree with the way shit's getting handled. Yep. Congress should be blamed. You're right there. Yeah, you know what? The way I look at it, here's the deal. Weed is a plant. All right. I think there's a lot worse you can do than that. I mean, if you're using it medicinally, but there's people abusing that too. I mean, no matter what you're doing, if you're abusing something, taking it all the time or doing that, maybe what's this say? I just saw something come up there. Wait a minute. It makes you lazy. Yeah, but you know what? Believe it or not, I actually knew somebody. Monographs on. See that, Tammy? I told you. He must have been watching my channel there. Monograph, another guy that does live streams. He just went live. I know somebody gets productive when they smoke pot, believe it or not, which I don't know how, but they do. They're, for some reason, able to focus better. So everybody's brain chemistry is different. I think it affects people differently. But yeah, for the most part, it probably does make you more lazy than not. There you go. Did you hear what I said there, Tammy? Just got a notification Monograph went live. Didn't I tell you he was going live? No, I knew it. Yeah, yeah. When I was young, I used to smoke weed. I'm an old man now. I would be like walking around retarded if I did it now. I wouldn't be able to think straight. And when you get older, you want to at least have something left in the brain box. You don't want to be walking around like a zombie. I don't anyway. So that's why I don't smoke. What's that? Langley Outdoor Academy. Just getting put out there. By the way, you guys see they're trying to take the guns again. Up in New York, Hochul's trying like hell to get change laws up there and going after the guns one more time. And also in the state of Delaware, I just heard this. I got to check it out. And I live in Delaware. That if you go and buy a gun right now, it's an extra $400 for a license, and there are all these other rules now. And unless you're grandfathered in, they're trying like hell to keep people from getting any kind of way to protect themselves. Here they created a fucking system that's falling apart, and that you're gonna need something to protect yourself because guess what? The cops won't be able to help us. They'll be home trying to protect their own shit once the riots start. Once everything runs out, there's no food, no nothing, and the National Guard's all tangled up doing their little thing, breaking up riots. You're going to be defending your own house if you're lucky, and don't get killed right off the get-go. It's going to get really bad. I think people can't even wrap their head around it completely yet. They're going to be blown away by this. Yeah, we like any herb. You got medicinal herbs. There's use for them. People with glaucoma, weeds tends to help them out. I think it's glaucoma. Here you go. Speaking of herbs, medicinal. I got all these, all that is actually I can smell the cloves in there. I got all my herbal cure-alls for colds and everything else. I just went and bought them actually. There's a store that sells different herbal medicines because guess what? People better go do what I'm doing and start getting medicine in the house, because if everything shuts down, all our pharmaceuticals, most of them are coming from China. We're not going to get any more. There's going to be no medicine. You're going to have to go out into the woods. You better learn how to, grab a book and start identifying certain plants. It's not that difficult. It is in a way, but once you start learning about them, you can find them. They're out there. I just wouldn't do nothing for this, because if you sit back and do nothing, you're going to be screwed. Better off to start educating yourself. Go online, look up for plants for different things, common cold, whatever, just so you have something, because it's going to be a really bad winter. And I think they're probably going to release another pandemic, and we're liable to be in the middle of a blackout that might knock the electricity out. And everything might be chaos and pure hell. So you might want to try to make sure you're ready to roll. What's that? Grow your own will happen. Yep. Hey, who's that? Hang on, is that Will? Can't read that. Hey, what's up, Will? How you doing, brother? I was just telling these guys it might pay to start learning. Grab yourself an herbal book and learn, what medicinal herbs are in your area. I'm not trying to give medical advice here, YouTube. I'm just saying, if the shit hits the fan, you need something, or you could die maybe in some cases. So it would do you some good to at least have, to know that. So how you been? Pretty good? Yeah, I was showing these guys. I just bought a bunch of herbs for, like, here's a cure I use for, not really a cure, it's something to treat a sore throat. For instance, these two herbs. Wait a minute. One is red raspberry leaves, and the other is sage. That's great for like a gargle if your throat's infected. And I mean, I got all kinds of different things, different combinations of different herbs, and you make a tea out of them. You can do all kinds of different things. But I used to grow my own herbs back in the day. Had a garden, both culinary herbs for cooking and medicinal as well. And I think it's an important skill to start learning that shit. I can't stress enough. People are learning about guns and buying guns. That's all good on that end, but you also have to have ways to cure things. If they start dumping germs, germ warfare happens, or just everyday sickness, there's no hospitals to go to. What are you going to do? See, and there's no pharmaceuticals because everything's shut down, and that might be coming. What's this? Sounds like, what's that? All back about, I can barely read that. Wait a minute. Sounds like heck about to break loose. Yeah, you're right, dude. It's really getting bad. It's scary, actually. What's that? I'm about to plant garlic. Be ready by June. Yeah. Sweet potatoes are still growing. And that's another thing. Try to eat more, I'm guessing more vegetables and stuff, because they are vaccinating the shit out of meat for, like, what, chicken, what do you call it, bird flu and all this other crap. So basically, I feel like they're poisoning us every way they can. So you're best off trying to maybe do like a stealth gardening where you can hide it somewhere in an edge of a wooded lot or something. So you have something to fall back on. Another thing that I'm planning on doing, if the shit gets crazy enough, actually it is pretty crazy, I'm gonna start taking canned goods and rolling off into the woods and burying some. I said this before. My brother goes, he's not going to bug out if it gets bad. He's going to stay put. I said, okay. What happens if they burn everybody out of their homes like they did out in Maui or California? You're going to have to leave. So I'm just saying, a couple miles down the road, go into the woods, bury some supplies there, and then go somewhere else and bury some more, even just small amounts, because then if you have to literally get out of your home and run, you at least have in your head a plan, and that can save your life right there, to have at least something to think about, not be in total panic when shit goes to hell. You at least have a game plan, and it might be a little one and it seems stupid, but you'll know, I know there's food over there. I'm going to run in that general direction. So there's that. I mean, I think it's better to be a little bit prepared that way too. I don't think people are thinking that. They're thinking that they're going to, bug out or bug in or whatever, like my brother. He's going to hold off the world, if he gets attacked or whatever. And who's to say that's going to happen? I don't know, but it feels like it could. What's this? I've got to go bags. Oh, a to-go bag in different locations. That's a good idea. That's basically what I'm saying. Because I think it's going to get so bad. Here, wait a minute. I'm in Ireland, but I think it's stupid how America doesn't have free health care. I'll agree with you on that, Yeah. What's it say? Wouldn't be bad if aliens came down right now. Yep. Yes, we're done. What's it say? Sorry, I fell behind. A lot of people were talking over here. I wanted to catch up on it. Yeah, I'm just saying, we don't have much time left now. for. Well, I just saw a car roll by me in the parking lot. We don't have much time to. If you haven't been at least thinking about getting ready, you better do it right now because I think in the next few days, some hellacious shit's going to pop off. What's this say? Yeah, I don't know. Yep. So where in Ireland are you from, dude? We have a guy on here comes on. He's from Ireland. What's your name? You might have been on here before, maybe. Connor? I'm guessing it's Connor. I can't pronounce that. Wait a minute. What's over here? Government believes in paying high prices for insurance and health. Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. Back in the day, way back, 120 years ago, 150 years ago, doctors used to care about their patients and come over to the house, treat you in your own home even. It was like an honorable profession. Now, I'm starting to look at doctors as nothing but money grubbers that were thinking about, going out on the golf course and couldn't give a shit about, how to make you well if you're sick. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong, but there are people like that. I'm pretty sure of it because they're the same people that more or less bought into the whole one shot fits all COVID vaccine nonsense. Everybody's body chemistry is different, and yet they had to keep pushing that like it's for everybody. And it probably killed a lot of people because some people couldn't take it for whatever reason. Bad heart, bad this, bad that. And yet they were pushing that. And if you didn't do it, you weren't going to have a job and this and that. That was some horse shit. That was a big red flag that woke a lot of people up, I think. Me being one of them. I knew we were in bad shape, but until they started pulling that bullshit, that's when all the alarm bells went off in my head. What's that say? All pushers. Yep. Exactly. So, what area of Ireland are you in? What's your name? Connor? Connor G? I can't read that too well. Matter of fact, I'm talking about herbs. I got neuropathy, which is like your nerves are all fucked up in your hands and feet. Also, I think carpal tunnel's messed up my nerves and my hands and shit as well. And I just started using the other night. Evidently, St. John's wort helps heal nerves. I think part of the problem is my blood sugar is probably high. I probably need to go get checked for type 2 diabetes again. I gained weight. I got checked before and it was negative, but I had a lot of these same symptoms. So it's got me concerned. Hopefully I'm all right. Let's find out, I guess, once I finally break down and go to a doctor, which I better do quick because it might be martial law soon and nobody might be going anywhere. You might be in lockdown before you know it. And then you don't want to be sick because then you might go into quarantine or whatever and you ain't coming back out. They'll put you on a ventilator and kill you when you didn't even need to be on one. That's what happened last time. Quarantine those people. The family members couldn't even come in to see them or tell them, medical advice, what they want done with the person when they were incapacitated and couldn't talk for themselves. They were just killing those people. Just hooking them up to ventilators and it was fucking killing them. If you don't need a ventilator and you're on one, you're in trouble. That's everything I've heard. about that. So is there anybody on this channel over here? Yep. Because I think I'm going to kill this one off and save the battery for right now. There's only, well, we had 4 thumbs up. Maybe I'll leave it roll. I guess it was, there's somebody up there. All right, cool. Wait a minute. Hang on. I got somebody, I'm sitting in a parking lot at the casino talking. And there's somebody parked directly across from me starting to shine their lights over here. I can't, they turned them off. Good. Couldn't read the damn thing as it was. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to start thinking about how I take care of myself going forward, which I've already been doing, but literally, we're going to have almost no support, nobody to lean on. You won't be able to call 911 probably if the shit hits the fan real bad. I think there'll be nobody coming to your rescue. You know, it's kind of fucked up to say the least. I can't believe that we got to this point, and I still think people are asleep and don't even realize they're about to get a rude awakening. Like it says in the Bible about they'll be marrying and dancing and partying and living it up all the way up to the last second. Like in the times of Noah, that same damn thing happened right before the floods. They didn't want to hear Noah's warnings. And that was that. Shit's about to hit the fan. Hardly anybody on tonight here. So, what's that say there? Makes you sad. Why did everybody's like lost in the sauce? A lot of people don't even know what's going on, right? And if you start telling them about things that have been happening that the government's been doing, you're a conspiracy theorist. No, it was for real. These people are in government for themselves, not for we the people. They're there filling their pockets full of money, gold, silver, whatever the hell else they can steal, and get paid by our taxes and then not represent us at all. It's bullshit. And now they're trying to come and take the guns because they know they're doing us dirty, and they know we're going to get pissed off. Finally, when you can't get food and everything goes to hell, we're going to be going after the politicians. We're going to want to get the fuckers that put us here. And they know that. Their brains can't process it. Yeah, I think that's it. They think they're always going to be sitting there, chilling out, turn on the TV and forget their worries. That TV was an idiot box. It basically pacifier. It just, distraction. That's all it is. Same with the fucking internet. Sorry to say, here I am on the internet, and it's just more distraction in a way. But I'm trying to tell people to wake the fuck up, at least. Powers that be are censoring the shit out of me and many other people, too. I've been on here for a while, and tonight, for instance, it's been, what are we on there, half an hour right now? And there's nobody on there. But you know what they do? Every fucking live stream, it seems like they do this. I'll get 10 people, 15 people, maybe 20. A year ago, 2 years ago, I was getting 150, 200, 300. But what they're doing to justify it, they're cutting me up. They didn't like what I'm saying, I guess, basically. But they are, a lot of times I'll get views after the live stream's over. Then they'll let people come on. They won't let the chat, there's like 3 people in there talking, and that's it. They won't let me have a chat where it's rolling, where you got a lot of people anymore. Very rarely, because I was getting some of them, and now they're not there. But then after I'm done with the thing, I have to put it on. It's for some reason it's not. It's on private, and I keep trying to put it on public while it's live. I guess some people are able to get on, but A lot of people keep telling me they can't get onto my live streams. So they're basically preventing me from growing my channel much more. What's this? Anyway, I'm going to probably, there's people on this channel here. Here we go again. You see how my face is lighting up? Guy rolls right up. He's got his high beams on me right now. I'm getting a suntan from that. Look how bright that shit is. They turned it down to like a little bit. Holy fuck. YouTube is going away soon. Yeah, I agree with that. Probably. Our rights are going away too, all across the board. There won't be any internet probably for us, especially if you don't accept the mark of the beast, which is coming soon, and digital money. You know, I think I'm going to throw my high beams on this guy in a moment. Oh, I blinked them and turned them on. So what's that about? I don't know what that's about. It's like fucking running right into the guy's car when he does that. Just turned it on. Nice, hit the horn. All right. He probably thinks that I'm sitting here like undercover, like that. Look, hey, turn it on. What the fuck? He turned. Whatever. Fuck that guy. Anyway, probably getting ready to fucking end this if nobody's hopping on here. Yep. Yeah. What's it? Thank them for, what's it say? Being your lighting tech. Exactly. What does that, man, I have trouble reading that. Like MySpace, yeah. Yeah, YouTube going away, you're right. Yeah, I'm going to kill this one off, this live stream over here. It's not even worth doing. I don't know. They're not even letting, like, the people who normally get the notifications aren't getting them anymore. Wait a minute. I had 52. It's telling me I had 52 views on there, on this one, right? I only saw 3 or 4 people at any one time. So but I gained 2 subscribers. That's weird. And I probably don't have any over there. Maybe I do. Let's see. 4 likes, 25 chats, 11 comments. Let's see. And it's on private. What the fuck is up with that? I told it. All right, wait a minute. See, they want to go in and censor the thing or not. What did they just censor you, Will, or did you censor yourself? Sounds like they're not giving you the true number. Yeah, probably not. And I like to bitch about it because when I do, sometimes I fucking stop suppressing and I'll get a couple good live streams. I'm hoping that that'll happen again, you know? You got the squeaky wheel gets the oil. But it is what it is. A lot of people are telling me they're getting similar shit happening. So it is what it is. Wait a minute. Let me see what. Hang on 1 second. There he is. Is that Timmy or Tommy? Can't read that. You still asking about Donald Trump, Timmy? Man, you're months late. He's been president for a while now. Okay. Well, that should be secured. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Timmy, you tell us who you voted for. Did they let AI vote, Timmy? Did you get to vote? Robots can vote now? Exactly. Exactly. It's because I started telling some truth about what's going on with the suppression. They let one of the bot dogs loose on me. Why would you want to be a mod? Here you go. Oh, I'm sorry. I tried to mod you. It looked like it removed you. Come back again sometime, Timmy. Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. Anymore, it's like not even worth doing live streams hardly. Like I said, every now and then, and especially if I bitch enough, what, what's a mod? Ah, there he is. How you doing, Doc? I was just getting ready to kill this thing off. We just had a mod, or I mean a bot here, wanted to be a mod. I was talking earlier, Doc. You can go back and watch it about herbal medicine and shit. Dude, I went out, I started buying some shit that I know I used in herbal teas and shit for colds and different sicknesses and things because we're about to not be able to get medications. Half the medicines and pharmaceuticals that we're getting, maybe half, I don't know, maybe more, are probably from China, which doesn't make a lick of sense. We're about to go to war with China. We're buying all our electronics and everything else from them. We're fucked. Oh, you're right. You're right there. You're right, Tammy. Doc, where are you from? Exactly. I'll tell you what, Doc. I'll tell you if I voted for Donald Trump, if you could tell me where you're from. What state are you from? Or are you from the States? Or are you from another country? That's something only the real Doc would know. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Doc, we're going to send you away to mod camp so you can learn how to be a mod. Hang on 1 minute. Okay, that's better. That's not even a real Doc. I was all like, okay, I'll hang on here a little longer. We got some new blood here. Because half the time it's just like 2 or 3 people and they never let anybody else come back on. I almost voted for Barney. Yeah, exactly. So, did you get a lot of rain up there yesterday, Will? Rained like a bitch down here. And Tammy said Ohio got hit with rain too. Yeah, man, it was raining pretty good up here from last night all the way into like about 11 o'clock this morning. I've been watching your videos, the AI thing. They're pretty good, dude. I when I do them, I got to do like 6 seconds, and then to do. Can you do that all in one sweep? In other words, my shit's messed up because when I go and do it, the AI part, I got to keep describing exactly what is going on, and if I forget something, like let's say the guy has a cowboy hat in the first part of the video, and I forgot to say that, and then you don't have it, and you got to be precise. Rain and cold all day. I don't know if I'm doing them right, but I mean, I've been learning how to do them, and every now and then I get a pretty decent one. Once in a while, it's amazing how close some of the stuff is, but then there's always something fucked up, like they spell the name of the band wrong, and they do that intentionally, I think. And maybe they're made to do that, so there's no you can't get a copyright or something from somebody. Did you see Trump told him we're going to start testing our nukes? Yeah, you do. It seems pretty decent. Do you do? Is it like 6 seconds and then you got to go do another part, or you must? Yours looks a lot smoother than some of mine. I just got to keep messing with it and learn as I go, because that's more or less how I've learned everything that I know is just by going in there and messing around. It takes a lot of bad ones to get one good one sometimes. I did one time, David Bowie. It was I forget what the hell one did I do? Was it Changes or something? Anyway, it was amazing how close it actually looked like Bowie. You know what I mean? Because they don't like to do that, because I guess because of copyrights or whatever, or deep fakes and shit. They're pretty weird about that. They'll let you do it a little bit. Like I had one. Wait a minute. Hang on. What was that? On the phone. Just nah. Yeah. There's one right on there. I don't have a program. I didn't take anything off of Google Play or anything. I'm using right off my YouTube. There's a little thing up in the corner. That's probably why I'm have to work so damn hard at it, is it's limited, you know what I mean? But it's like a little star up in the corner, right hand side top, that you push, and you bring up a thing, and you tell them what you want your video to be. It's kind of a little bit like Chat GPT or whatever the hell that is. I'm guessing, sort of, a little bit. Like you tell them, and then they come up with something. I guess what you're asking, what AI? I think it's Gemini. Is that it? It's the thing come with the phone. Yeah, I think it's called Gemini. I see some people, they'll do a video and it'll look exactly like what's this? Google Gemini. Yeah. Is that what you use? That's exactly what I'm using. I guess you can go in like Play Store or whatever and get other shit. I did try to do that one time. I didn't know how to fucking use it on one type. I think I ended up dropping the app. Oh, Microsoft Copilot. Oh, you know what? I saw Copilot. I think I had it for a short while. I couldn't figure it out. If it's the same thing. Yeah, but you do notice that AI will always fuck it up a little bit. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's amazingly close to being perfect. Yeah, there's always, not always, but a lot of times I'll get through the video. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. And they'll fuck up the last little bit of it with something like somebody walking backwards, just something weird. Like everybody's walking one direction, which is basically like chat. That's what I thought. Exactly. Yep. That stuff's kind of scary in the long run, I think, because I'm hearing all kind of crazy stories about Chat GPT. Like people found like their kid befriending or the fucking Chat GPT. It's telling them all kind of stuff, and eventually I heard this one where supposedly it told them to kill themselves and shit. I don't I don't know, because you wonder. It's like a new Ouija board for the modern day. Maybe that's the scary thing about that. You don't know what you don't know what you're conjuring up. Anyway, you know what? I think I'm going to call it a night, and probably be on tomorrow, depending on what's going on. If the world ends, I'll let you know. uh, Actually, tonight's mischief night, so maybe I'll ride around the neighborhoods and film kids' toilet paper and shit. Put it on, my next live stream. Then I wonder why I'm not getting any fucking views all of a sudden. You guys have a good. You guys have a good one. Oh, about the. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, told somebody go kill themselves and shit, and evidently they did. Yeah, if somebody's slightly unstable or has issues, they might listen to that. That's the scary thing. And same with what's it, Alexa? I wouldn't want one of them in the house. Do either of you guys have Alexa? I would. Yeah, I would not want Alexa. It was like some people said it was like laughing hysterically or like demonically late at night. Yeah, for no reason. The Alexa's going off downstairs. That's creepy as shit. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off here. You guys have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Hit me with a thumbs up. It looks like you already did. And have a good one, guys.